Pen. A couple minutes early. See a little bit of leg there. Hopefully YouTube gets this fixed soon. Okay, it looks like it calmed down a little bit. Hi Dawn, can you hear me okay? Hopefully the leg isn't too bad today. Hi Lauren. Dawn and Lauren, will you be cutting along with me today? I'm seeing some leg there. Oh my goodness. Are you guys seeing leg on your side? Or like freezing? YouTube's having issues today, that's for sure. We'll get through it. Just watching? Okay, will you be making this bag, Lauren? Hi, Cynthia. Will you be cutting along today? So I don't have the tutorial up for this one yet. I just ran out of time this week, but it will be up before next class. The cutting tutorial is up though. Okay, so you're just hanging out and admitting, are you, Dawn? That's fine. Thank you. Lauren, you're not doing this one? Okay. How about you, Cynthia? You'll be watching, but you have it cut out. Look at you go. It's small, hey? So you will be doing this one, but you are... Okay. Oh, I did that in the wrong color. Hi, Diane. You're already done yours. But you do have it. How's everybody today? Looks like YouTube managed to fix my live from this morning. After all of the freezing, it was only showing the last 9 minutes of the video, so I got on their case pretty fast and they got it so the whole thing's showing now. Oh, I hear the dog's getting in trouble upstairs by Brady. Oh dear. All right, so we'll give it a few more minutes. Maybe I'll be cutting it out by myself today with everybody watching, which is all right. It's not too many pieces to cut out. I have the tutorial one all cut out and ready to go. I just have to sew her up. So that will probably be Tuesday and Wednesday, as I am leaving for Vancouver Island tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. sharp for my 25th wedding anniversary. Hi, Kim. Kim, are you cutting along with me today? Man, am I freezing on your guys' end, or is it just me freezing now? You're not doing this one? Okay. So Kim is not doing this one, so you're just hanging out today, which is okay. So give it about 3 more minutes and then we'll get started. So far, it looks like I am cutting alone today, but that is all right. We have 27 members in this class, and yeah, they probably are all going to wash. No freezing so far. It's funny because now I'm freezing and I wasn't freezing before. No worries, Kim. Sounds good. Drive safe from work. I know we have quite a few new members who joined just for this one. So if they don't join us live, then we do know that they will be sewing with the replays. So or else it'll be the Brandy and Cynthia show again. I'm tired. It's a good thing I have another little holiday, hey? I think I'm still recovering from my weekend away with Anna. It's really hard to go away for 4 days, come back for 3, try to get 5 days worth of work into 5 days, or into 3 days, and then head out again. My anniversary, Lauren, is on April 11th. YouTube is bad today, but the video plays back okay once they do their processing, so that's good to know. They did send out a memo saying they are having technical difficulties because I had to wait in line quite a long time to be able to talk to somebody, but that's okay. It is what it is. I think it's going to be really fun. Diane made it already, and she says it's a more challenging bag. It's really small, but I think it's going to be super cute. Congratulations, Lauren, 46 years of marriage. YouTube is being weird lately, but that's okay. Is there a full moon coming up? I don't know. All right, so if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to get to cutting. It's 5 after now. I think I'm cutting by myself, so this will actually be a fairly fast class today. I already have all my pieces. I'm going to have to be adding them in because I haven't even fused my interfacing for my tutorial bag. So I'm going to be pulling from here and then clipping them together. Diane, are you glad you did it? I'm excited about this one. So, all right, let me put this down to split view. There we go. And we will get started. So we're going to work down the list. So I already went in and put which ones are my accent color and which one is my main color. So I'm going to work with my accent color first. So I'm doing my accent color in black, and my main color is going to be this cotton candy pink. So these are both Connect vinyls from Galaxy Customs. This is the Loom Black, and this is the, I think it was cotton candy pink. So this is what this one is going to be. Whereas my tutorial bag is done in croc. So they should have 2 totally different looks to them. So I am changing up. I just want to double check something. So I am using a 1-inch hardware. So I did change up these pieces. And all I did was add, what was that, 1/8 of an inch? 1/8 of an inch line to each side of these pieces and cut it out there. Now my pieces look a little weird. I'm going to show you guys, but I think it's going to be okay. So in the pattern, I don't understand why they look different because they should be. So I alternated them to 1 inch from 3/4 inch. You can see in the pattern, see how these connectors are a little bit smaller than that outside part. Mine didn't turn out that way because you see when I go to put these on, but I think it's still going to look good. It could be just how I cut it. We will see. So this is the way mine are going to look. This is my tutorial bag one. So I do them slightly different. I do them a double-sided vinyl, mainly because I wanted a really nice edge for painting my, doing my edge painting. You can choose when you go to cut these out if you want to do single vinyl, or if you're going to do them without the raw edges, you can follow the pattern as it is. But in this one, I may just shorten these up a little bit because I think I could get away with it to go with my 1-inch hardware. So we will show you how to do that when we get into the second class there. The other thing I am doing differently is I do not want to do the rolled handles. For this bag, I think it's going to look really pretty with double-sided handles. So again, the handles and the crossbody straps are going to be homework, and you are going to do whatever style you want to do for these. She's kind of got like a faux rolled handle, so it doesn't have any cording or anything in it. It's just how you fold the vinyl upon itself. But I want to do double-sided, so that is what I am going to do. Besides that, the only other thing I changed as well is in the lining. So this is a birth bag. She closes up the bottom of the bag through a slip pocket that she makes in the lining. I'm still going to do a zipper pocket like I usually do for the linings, and it'll be a very small zipper pocket, and we'll close up the bottom lining through that. So besides that, I think that is all I am doing differently. So, all right, so we get our cutting list out, and we are going to start with all of our accent color pieces first. So the first thing I'm going to do, I cut this off a roll myself. Look at, I am going to, it's really uneven because this is a scrap piece. I am going to draw half of my double-sided strap. So if you're doing a double-sided strap, this is for the crossbody, you are going to, actually first, you know what? No, it's fine. You're going to go ahead and, if you're not doing double-sided, you would do this as per your hardware. The width, again, I'm doing 1-inch hardware, so I'm going to want it in all to be 4 inches, but because I'm doing a double-sided strap, I'm only going to cut it to 2 inches. And again, I do have tutorials on how to do a double-sided strap, but rather than doing 4 by the width, I'm going to do 2 by the width because we're going to fold it in, and then we're going to put 2 layers on top of each other. So I'm going to cut out for my double-sided strap. If I can find my pen, which I had just had, there it is, and draw those out first. Trying to see which side will be the least amount of waste. I'll do this side. Diane, you are glad you did it? I'm glad. Good, good. Okay, so please do ignore how messy this is. Again, this is a scrap piece, so I've been cutting and everything all around it, so it is by far not very even. But I'm going to start with my crossbody strap, 2 inches by the width of fabric. So that should be long enough. 2 inches. Again, this is a really long piece, so you probably can't see what I'm doing over here. Okay. And do my 1-inch line after each part. And I'm going to use up all of the scrap underneath where it's uneven for connectors and that sort of thing. So for those of you who are using 3/4 inch hardware, do your measurements as per the pattern. I am using 1-inch hardware, so I am just accommodating with how I cut my pieces to make it for the 1-inch hardware. I very rarely use anything but 1 inch. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so there's my crossbody strap, one side of my crossbody strap, because we will be doing a pink side as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my handles, which I'm also going to be doing double-sided. I think I'm going to do these handles 17 inches wide. So again, we need to cut them in 2-inch strips, but I'm going to draw a 4-inch strip here to 17 inches, and then I'm going to cut it in half to make my 2 straps. Okay, there's my 2-inch mark right there. And then while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and draw, did I measure that right? Yeah, my 1-inch line up for when we go to create these. So you can do these as a normal strap, you can do them as a ruled handle, you can do them as double-sided like I'm going to do. So do the handle however you like it. There's so many different ways. I just really think the double-sided is going to look so pretty with this because it does have the 2 colors. Okay, so these handles are short handles, as you can see. Handle, handle. I'm going to grab my cutting list. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Wanda, are you cutting with us today? And I'm going to cut. Where are my handle things here? Handles, there we go. Okay. Next, in accent colors, we need the bottom connectors. So again, to accommodate for 1-inch hardware, I made them 1/8 of an inch bigger all around the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and draw these out. I am doing them raw edge. So all I did to make them expand for my hardware was, again, drew 1/8 of an inch all the way around the perimeter and then cut my pattern piece out to that. So I'm going to draw out 4 of these. Now, if you're doing the raw edge, you're more than welcome just to leave these as a single layer. But you know what? I think I'm going to try to do that with this one. With the other one, I did them as double, but I think I'm just going to do single and just edge coat that edge there. I was just trying to make a thicker edge for my edge coat, but I think I'm going to change my mind. I might actually change it on the tutorial one too, so we'll see. I haven't made it yet. Draw out 4 of these. And again, you don't have to edge paint. You can decide if you want to at a later date. It's completely up to you. Okay, so we have those 4 drawn. Just watching? Okay. So I can cross that out, that I've done my bottom connector, pattern piece B, 4 accent pieces, top side panel. Now my printer is running out of ink, so I have a hard time reading this. So top connector we will do after top side panel. So let me grab that pattern piece. I'm going to need this one. Bear with me as I find my piece. Where are you? So I've got all my pieces already in here for when I do it, already attached to stuff. So I just got to find it. That's my side panel. There it is. That's my lining top. Where is my top side panel? Never fails. Lining side. It is missing. Pattern piece D. No, it is this one. So they named it a little bit different. So pattern piece D. So we need to draw out 2 of these in your accent color. Whoops. So I'm using up as much scrap as I can. That's one. Trying to use up some of this empty space here. I think I can put this one down here. Hi, Danelda. Oh, you're watching this week? Will you be making this one with us next week? Oh, I didn't do that one quite high enough. Let me do this again. Okay, so just gotta make sure I'm cutting the right lines when I do that one. I'm not cutting here and here. Or there. So I drew that one twice. B, okay. I can cross out that part. Next section for accent pieces. Main panel bottom. So accent, main panel bottom accent. So this is a measured piece, so you'll have to follow the instructions. I don't know if she wants me giving out the measurements, so I'm not going to say what they are in here. I am going to use a ruler to draw it out though. So draw out 2 of your main panel bottom accent pieces as per the measurements in the pattern. Let's make sure I do this right. Okay. There's one, and these measured pieces, we definitely want to make sure that we measure or that we label on the back, because we do not have a pattern piece to go with them. So this is the main panel bottom accent. Main bottom accent. Main bottom accent. Okay, I could cross that one out. Okay. Now my, what are we doing? Side connectors. So that will be for our crossbody strap. I'm pretty sure I can give you that measurement, because connectors can be many things. So she's saying to do them 2 inches by 3 inches. So I'm going to draw out 2 of those. So 3 inches by 2 inches. I'm going to draw them at the same time. And then just mark the 2-inch mark here. No, right here. Almost did it wrong. Nope, right here. 2 inches. So that'll split them up there. And then I'm going to do my dotted lines at the 1 inch mark, like so, for our crossbody connectors. Danelda purchased the pattern but don't know what to use for fabrics or vinyl. Would like to make it though. Have a 6 memory bear to sew up, so I need to make them first. They are for order. Oh, absolutely. Orders always come first, and the videos are always here, and I'm always here if you need help. Okay, so that's my 2 accent pieces. Next, I did my handles. I did parts of my handles. Side accent pieces, again, are another measured. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. We need 2 of them. Let me move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Is this right? Side accent pieces, 2, yeah. So I am putting my numbers right side down so you can't see the numbers because I don't know if I can give out the measurements. So make sure you follow the measurements in your pattern. side accent, side accent. I can cross that out, side accent pieces, done. And that is all for my accent color. Unless I want to do the bottom, no, no, we'll do the bottom pink. So we can go ahead and we can cut all these out. Awesome, Danelda. Make sure you share it in the group so I can add it to the movie when I get to it. I'm hoping to get to it soon. So let's cut out all of these pieces. I'm also going to be using waterproof canvas in this one, just a black waterproof canvas, because I think it's going to look super sharp with the pink. All about the contrast that we want to happen with that. Make sure that I cut the right lines. I may not have cut the right lines on that one. Might have to recut that one. I will have to recut that one. I cut it wrong. That's what I get for drawing over it and then not, and then confusing myself. So I'm going to quickly draw out another one of these and recut that. Ah, Dawn, your sojo will come back. Just with your arms, make sure you bind it, okay? Because your arms are like mine and they will not handle the birthing process by any means. Okay. Take 2. So again, you're going to see I have pieces cut out here. That's for the tutorial that I haven't finished yet. So I'm just keeping all my pattern pieces together so I know what they are. Usually I have the tutorial done by now. It's just I really need my doctors to lift those restrictions on Tuesday so I can start working a normal day again. Please, please, please. But I will have the tutorial up by next class, by the time we start sewing it. That's one. This one surprised me with how small it is though. Like it is, well, I haven't finished making it yet, but the pieces are small. So homework will be, if you are edge painting, to edge paint the connector pieces. And if you are going to be doing, I don't think I'm going to do a slip pocket in this one. I think it's going to be too small. I think in the cutting video I cut for a slip pocket, but I think it's just going to be too small of a bag for a slip pocket. So I'm only going to do the zipper overlay. But again, linings you can do however you want. I do my linings different than the pattern, as you know. You're more than welcome to follow the pattern as how she does it. Okay. So yes, if you're edge painting, make sure to edge paint those pieces. So it'll be these connector pieces and the ones we do in the main color. For homework. The slip pocket is too small, isn't it, Diane? It's kind of not a useful pocket, you agree? So she does the slip pocket in the pattern, and she does it in a way that is almost like a zipper pocket without the zipper, and it's for closing up the lining. But I'm just going to do a very small zipper pocket because that can hold like a lip gloss or what have you, or pens or whatever. Just my usual way with the zipper overlay and leaving the bottom open. That's my plan anyways. Okay. Okay. These ones can go in here. And just clipping them with their corresponding pattern piece. And you can see I'm doing pretty good scrap wise. Trying to avoid it best I can. And I'm going to just keep going off camera here to go all the way across the width of this. bottom. So that's half of my double-sided crossbody strap. And you can do crossbody strap exactly how you do the others. I just think it's going to be really pretty to have a double-sided crossbody one with this one. This one. Okay. That aside for now. My handles. Again, I'm doing the handles as double-sided. So this is half of them. And you can do these handles as shoulder straps. You could leave off the crossbody strap and make the handles, rather than carry handles, you can make them shoulder straps. Just make them like 28 to 30 inches long, depending what your preference is for that. Okay, so we'll put these aside until we do the pink side of them. Oops. And again, all these measured pieces, make sure you write on the back of them what they are. Just because they don't have a corresponding pattern piece. So. Two connectors. And my two side accents. Okay. And then I still have scrap of this, so I'll just roll her up for the next project. Okay. Next, we're going to bring out our main vinyl. So I'm doing it in this cotton candy pink that's ever so cute. So just like we did with the accent for the two pocket pieces, or not pocket pieces, handle pieces, I'm going to cut 2 inches by the width of this fabric for the main side of my crossbody strap for my double-sided strap. How do I keep losing that pen? Please do tell me how. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, everybody. There it is. Okay. I know, it doesn't look that small in the picture, and I'm not one to look at sizes and know by a measurement. So, as we know, smaller bags are usually harder to do. But they're so ever so cute. So again, I'm drawing it. I'm marking my center line as I go for my crossbody strap. Oh, Brandy. Wow, that went way off. There we go. Way off. There we go. Okay, so that's my crossbody strap, and again I'm doing my handles 2 by 17, so I'm going to draw out 4 by 17 for my handles and then draw a line in the middle to split it up. So again, we won't be doing the handles in class, this is going away from the pattern the way I'm doing them. Do the handles however you like, whether you're doing them rolled like in the pattern. I have tutorials on how to do rolled. I have tutorials on how to do what I'm doing here with the two-sided strap, or you can just do regular straps. The world is your oyster with these. Just go with it and do what your vision is. Okay, so I got my crossbody and my handles. Now we're going to start working through the pattern again. Pattern piece A. Let me go find it. Here it is. So you can see I'm doing this one in a croc. This will be the tutorial bag. You see that? It's in a white and rose gold croc color. Where's the pattern piece for this? Here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this out. Again, trying to have as least waste as I possibly can. Yeah, that's super small. It's 1.5 by 7 by 5. That's a small bag. But I never looked at that. I looked at the picture and it seemed just bigger in the picture. But it's still going to be super cute. And I have a feeling it's going to sell. My gut says it will. So flip it over. Go along the marks with the fold. Oops. But you can see here by that main piece, look how small that is. Like, there's my hand over top of it, and I have baby hands. Is it small like the itty bitty bowler? Diane has finished hers. Diane, would you say it's similar to the itty bitty bowler in size or bigger? This one is not bound, so Frankie will be very happy because I know she doesn't like binding so much and prefers a birth bag. So it's nice that we have 2 birth bags this month for those that don't like the binding. I love binding, but okay, so that's main A. It's a little bit bigger. Diane says it's a little bit bigger than the itty bitty bowler, Kim. Okay, so that's main body A. Let's cross that off. Got 2. Top connector, pattern piece C. Pattern piece C. Which one is that? Oh, moly, my brain turned off. So yeah, I think I'm going to redo the part I filmed of the tutorial making these. These are the top connectors we're about to cut now, and I did them double-sided to get a nice thick edge there. Usually I'll do them double-sided when it's only 1 layer of vinyl, but then again, I want the connector not to rub away at that. These I may still keep at double, and the bottom ones maybe at the single. Yeah, because I want to have that extra strength here by having the 2 layers of vinyl, I think that's why I was doing that. So, yeah. So we'll keep it the same. So I'm going to draw out my connector pieces here. I actually think I'm going to draw them right here. And I'm going to draw out 4 of them. So I think these ones I'm going to keep as double, but the bottom connector pieces, like I've done, I'll probably be doing in the tutorial, I'll probably keep as a single. because that is 3 layers of vinyl, not including the other. But I just think that these, for the hardware, I don't want the hardware rubbing on that single layer of vinyl. I would be worried. Does that make sense what I'm saying, guys? I hope so. One. You only did one because it would be very thick? Yeah. Maybe I'll just do one too. I mean, I'm going to have, yeah, that was just something that I was changing up. So I might have to go into the tutorial and change that up because I had already filmed that part, but I think I might redo it because, especially on a domestic, my hack there might not be a wise choice. It'll be fine. I just have to redo some work. No big deal. And I'll have to say in that video what I changed from the cutting video. Okay, so those are those 4 top connectors. Where did my list go? There it is. So I can cross that off. I did that one too thick. Let me double check. Oh yes, I did. I went a little off kilter there. But there's also a way in the pattern to do these as non-raw edge, so feel free to do that if you prefer. Okay. Next. Especially with the croc vinyl, yeah, I wasn't thinking very much with that. So I think I am going to change. I'm going to redo those connectors that I did in my tutorial for the class. See, there's a reason why I didn't finish it, because I'm changing it. Okay, pattern piece E, bottom side panel. That's the side panel. That's pattern piece E. This is the right one. Okay, so for the bottom side panel, we want to keep the little edges. Does the screen look really, really bright, or is it just me? It just seems like I'm going to just make it not quite as bright. Come on, show me the control panel. There, I think we can see a little better there. That's better. So this here, we're going to have it out like this when we draw this, and then when we go to do the side panel, or for the lining side pocket linings, we will fold them down. But we're not doing the linings yet. We're just going to draw out 2 of these. Where did I put that pattern? Oh my gosh, I'm losing everything. And let's draw out the 2 of these babies. One, and this is E. Much better? Okay. It's really bright. The sun is coming in through the window, and it just made everything a lot brighter than it needed to be. Okay, so those are my E's. I can cross that out. Of the exteriors, we will need that for the linings again. Next is pattern piece F. Now, as you'll see with the one I'll be doing for the tutorial, rather than having the underside as lining. I chose to do both sides as vinyl. Just because I wanted the two colors to pop through for the contrast. Again, know the limitations of your machines when we go to put this flap on, if it can go through that thickness, whether you do the bottom as a vinyl or as a fabric. So actually I am using a black waterproof canvas, so I think I won't do the lining side as the vinyl for this one. I will use my black waterproof canvas as per the pattern. So I'm going to draw one of these for my exterior. It said in my tutorial I am using the two because my lining doesn't really, I didn't have enough of it because I was using scrap, so I'm using the vinyl. Sure, I'm not going into any solvent. I'm not. So draw out one of these. Okay, that's the exterior flap. Cross that off. Pattern piece F, that's lining. Lining top. Now this will be your decision which way you want to go. Let me look at the picture again. So this will be on the lining side, and it is what's going to appear. See how here you can see the flap coming down over top. You can see this white part of the bag. That's the top part of the lining. So I like to have, I'm going to have the top of that to match the exterior of the bag. So I'm going to do them both in pink vinyl. Hi, Alba. Oh, you're cutting your Trailblazer? So I'm going to do both of these in my pink vinyl. Or I could do it in black. Black or pink? Black. No, I'm going to do it in pink because my lining is black. So it'll just be a nice pop of color then. So can I fit this one here? Sure can. So I'm going to draw one here. I'm really wanting to, with this one, to play up the two tones. So that's one. To the other side here. Oopsies. That across. So this is H, and I need another one of those. So we'll just do it. I'm going to do it right on top here. Hey Anna, how are you? I'm playing with your vinyls today. My ever so favorite cotton candy pink Canuck. Doing it in black with black accent and matte black hardware. It's going to look so nice. And there's H, so that is done. All right, I'll put my pattern pieces away. My goodness, Brandy. So that is my lining top, which she had marked as an accent, but I did as the regular color. What else? What else? What else? And that is it for this, unless you are doing a zipper overlay like me. So I'm just going to trace out the one I drew for the tutorial because I know it's the right size. You just want to make sure it's fairly narrow for the ones going around. Like this is like 3/4 of an inch on either side of the opening, and that the opening is no bigger than 6.5 inches. That is how small this pocket's going to be. So I'm actually going to use this as my guide to draw this one out rather than finagling my ruler. I'll just draw all the way around using this as my template. Again, you can do the zipper pocket however you like if you're doing the zipper pocket. We will just be leaving the zipper pocket open for closing up the lining at the very end. Oopsies. I don't really need to draw those lines because I'm going to use my ruler there. Okay, and then we can go ahead and cut this out. You've got more of the Nanaimo bar, Anna? I didn't think you could get that anymore. That is such great news. So Anna says she's getting more of the cotton candy and more of the Nanaimo bar. The Nanaimo bar is just a yummy, yummy yellow color. I didn't get my hands on it when she had it before, so except for I'm on a vinyl buying timeout until I use up a lot of this huge box that I just bought with the pre-order, because there's more I want on the next pre-order. So Anna, feel free to tell everybody your news about the Luxes, what you might be doing. I already announced it in the live today, so for those who are new, Anna is the owner of Galaxy Customs. Okay, so these are the two. I'm going to put them together. They are my double-sided crossbody strap. Oops, those are my handles actually. This is my double-sided crossbody strap. Okay, continue cutting. It's actually a fairly quick bag to cut out. Anna, are you going to make the Pawling? I know you're super, super busy. Just the two handle pieces. Then with the other handle pieces. See how nice those are going to go together? And then with matte black hardware, that's just going to be so yummy. So, so very yummy. Okay, let's cut out these. So Anna says she'll be doing another retail order for the Luxe suede vinyls and the jelly vinyl in a few weeks, maybe sooner. Retail, sweet. So just to give you an idea what these will be doing, they will be going on top of these accent pieces in the bag. So here's my black, and then these are going to go on like so. See? So this will be tucked under with our hardware and on like so. So that's going to look super cute. I knew you wouldn't have time to sew along. You are a busy, busy lady. But I'm glad that you stopped in to say hi. One, two, three. 2, 3, 4. So those are all of our connectors done. And this is what will be for homework, is to edge paint all 8 of these pieces if you are edge painting, but you definitely do not need to edge paint. I will be because I love edge painting, so completely up to you. Ooh, it's hard to cut curvy parts with a rotary cutter. So there are lots of curves in this bag. Lots of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. So other pieces like this. Again, I'm just attaching, because I got 2 of these on the go at once, so I'm just attaching all my main colors, or all my main pieces, to the pattern pieces as I work with bags. The bag. Let's do this little one. You need more? And Anna and I had a fantastic weekend on our girls' weekend away. Dawn joined us for one day. It was really, really a lot of fun. And Anna and I also booked our trip to Florida for So Magical, so we're 100% going. So if anybody else is going, we'll have to make sure we do a meet and greet. I think we'll probably be going opening day of So Magical. I probably should run that by Anna first, but I want to make sure the stuff I want to buy is still there. So, yeah. And then we're going to do fun things like go on safari and hang out at the gorgeous resort that we have booked. I'm excited. Okay. So there is, and again, this one will be, I'm going to edge paint this as well. Oh, I'm glad you loved BC, Anna. Now we got to convince you to move here. I love BC. I'm definitely a BC girl, that's for sure. Not necessarily a Vancouver girl. I'm not a big city person, as you probably noticed when we were there. I like going to visit, but I do like, I like Kamloops. I do. Here's my 2E pieces. I will need it for the lining pieces still too. Set that aside. Oh, I love your phone. Giving you jobs in BC. I agree with your phone, Anna. Lots of work for dietitians here. We need you. Around with my flap. almost done with the main color. Oops. And homework will also be, if you're using cotton fabrics at all, you will want to back them with a woven interfacing. She recommends for this pattern, and I think it's to give it structure, is to use a waterproof canvas, but you can definitely use cotton if you want it as well. I'm using cotton in my tutorial bag, and I'm using waterproof canvas in this one. Just because I didn't have any black fabric, and I wanted this to be a solid black, so. Oopsies, ooh, I went a little bit off. That's okay. It'll be within the seam allowance. It'll be fine. Oops. There we go. Keeping everything together. And look, I have enough for a crossbody strap of my pink. Goals achieved for the next project. Try to keep my scraps to a crossbody strap length. I'm weird, I know. We're not taking any classes at So Magical, Kim. We're just going for the vendor part, and I think it's $15 US only to get in. But if you're staying at the Gaylord, I don't know how much that costs. We're not staying at there. We're staying somewhere else. Okay, so next, then I'm using waterproof canvas for my lining, and it's black. Black, black, black. Okay, let me get situated here. So as you can see, I've cut into this one before. So we're going to continue. All right, bringing out our list, working down our lining side. First thing it wants us to cut is 2 bottom side panels. So that is piece E, and that is this piece here. And this is the piece that I was saying that, oops, let me keep all those together. For the lining, we want to cut 2 at the dotted line. So we're going to fold these little things down and out of the way, and then we're going to cut 2 of those. So I'm going to cut 2 at a time like I always do. And I'm going to fold it up so it's a double width. Put my piece on, and then go ahead and cut around that. Okay, once I have that part done, I'm going to just flip this around so it's easier for me to cut. Make sure I'm all lined up still. Linings always go so fast to cut. You don't have to be as accurate with linings. I don't find anyways. Okay. Oh, do you know what? I think I forgot something. We might have to pull out the pink again. Did I forget something? Well, maybe not. I might have. Well, maybe not. No, I'm just brain farting. It's all good. Okay, so side panel E, cut at the dotted lines for the lining. So that's for the pockets. But we also want to cut side panel, so the regular pieces, 2 pieces with them folded out as well for the lining side. So again, I'm going to cut these at the same time. I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to go ahead and cut around. But Kim, if you want to book the Gaylord, I would soon, because I'm sure it's going to sell out fast. around that corner. There we go. Okay. So I'm all done with that. Put that away. Cross it off our list. Hello, Annie. How are you? It's going good. We're just cutting away. That was E, right? That I just did? Yeah. We're almost done, actually. Now we want to do the flap in the lining. So again, when I get the tutorial made, you'll see I'll do my flap. I'm going to be using vinyl for my lining on that one. And that's just because I didn't have any fabric that color and ran out of my lining fabric. So I opted for a vinyl one, but that might get thick for domestic. So this one, I'm using waterproof canvas for my lining side of the flap. And there we go. Oh, Elba, oh, that's nice. If you're okay with snoring, Elba's offering Kim to bunk with her. That's funny. Well, not funny to bunk, but funny if she can handle snoring. So, okay, so that is my flap piece done. So I'm getting all my lines done. Side lining panel G. Let me find that piece. Here it is. Lining side panel G. You want to cut 2 of these. Get back here. Okay, I think I'm going to start using up this side here. I'm going to fold it up so I can get a width of 2 to cut at the same time. Aw, that's sweet. It'd be so much fun, and then we can all get together. And if you guys are all in one place, that's even better. Alba, are you guys staying at the Gaylord? I mean, we're all friends here. We've all been sewing along together for a year, a lot of us. Such a great group. So, Annie, I am the only one cutting right now. Many have finished the bag already. Some have cut it out already. So I'm cutting by myself. And some are going to do it for homework and just watching today. So we are going quite fast because of that. So this is my 2 lining pieces. Cross that off. Pattern PG is done. Do you know what we forgot to cut out of the pink? Is my base. We'll do that after the lining. Do not let me forget that we need to cut the base, okay? Because I completely forgot. So I am going to cut the lining bottom part here, the base. The base, so I'm actually going to use, because I can't give measurements anyways, I am going to use my bottom from the tutorial bag. I haven't finished yet, as my template. So just follow your pattern pieces to where the measurements are. So I'm just going to use my base piece to do that. So I don't give away the measurements as much as I would love to, but I really shouldn't. Cutting it out. And I am going to have to do the same. Maybe I'll grab the exterior and just get that done so I don't forget. So that's the lining base. I'm going to grab out my pink one and do the same. Okay, so we'll do it right here. So this is my exterior bottom. Not sure how I missed that. Holy. Okay. Now it's done. So you will also, for homework, cut your deckable heavy piece as per the pattern measurements, and make sure you fuse it outside of the seam allowances on the back of your exterior piece. Let me put all these pieces together. Again, I have 2 bags worth here. So that's the base done. Okay, and now we got to do the lining bottom, and this is the piece that threw me for a loop because it is so small. But we have to remember we have that lining top that we will be putting on the top of it as well. So it makes it a little bit taller. Not much, but a little bit. I think I'm going to put it here. And again, I'm going to find it. I think this is it. Let me double check my measurements because I'm going to probably just use my pieces I already have cut out as soon as I make sure that they're the right ones. No, I'm going to use a ruler. I don't want to screw it up. So again, I can't share the measurements. Where is my other ruler? There it is. So I'm going to try my best to hide the numbers on here. And we are going to cut it out, 2 of them as per the pattern. So I'm actually going to cut them out quite big first just to get them off of here because it'll be a lot easier for me to work without all this excess material here to cut it to its regular shape, especially with the waterproof canvas. So again, I folded it upon itself and I'm cutting 2 as per the pattern measurements. Okay, that looks good. Actually, I want to go a little higher. Okay, I'm going to get my width first and then go back in and get my height. So I'll get a nice straight edge here, and then I can easily cut that fold. Okay. So again, just go by the measurements in the pattern. Okay, like seriously, that is our lining bottom pieces, but keep in mind, excuse me, these pieces are also going to be on top of these. So they're going to be stuck on like that, but seriously, that is how big this bag is only. See how small that is? So this is where we're saying a slip pocket seems like it just wouldn't work, even though it is in the pattern. So we are going to do a zipper pocket. Make sure that this will work in here. And it's going to be like right there, but it's only going to be like a very small zipper pocket, mainly for us to be able to turn the bag through the bottom and then close it up through the zipper pocket. So we're going to have like a little zipper pocket that's like this big. That's it. But that's okay. Teeny tiny bag. Okay. So I'm going to put these with what they belong with. We're almost done. Okay, and I don't remember what. These are my pattern, these are my pocket pieces that I cut for my zipper pocket. Again, there isn't a zipper pocket in the pattern. I just think this is going to be a lot easier than a slip pocket, and at least it'll have some use. So I cut 7 inches, 7 inches by 4.5 inches for my zipper pocket. So super tiny pocket. Like, look how tiny this is going to be. I'm just using my pattern piece, or not my pattern piece, the one I have cut already. So that'll be my zipper pocket piece. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we did the base, we did the lining bottom, we cut 2 of that, the lining. Exterior side pocket pieces we did at the dotted line. Interior pocket, and then there's the optional slip pocket, which we are not going to do. It's just too small. And that's it. That is it for cutting this bag. So fast cut, very fast cut. And I think I will be getting the tutorial done. I am going to have to change, well, I can't change my cutting video, but I am going to redo my connectors and not do them in double thickness like I was thinking. The pattern calls for single thickness. I was just going with how I usually do them without thinking that it is already 2 layers of vinyl. So thank you, Diane, for saying, confirming my thoughts that that would be too thick. So I will have to redo those on Tuesday and start shooting the tutorial for it. But the tutorial will be done by Thursday for the beginning of class. And yeah, what do you guys think so far? Again, it's going to be tiny. I don't actually understand how tiny it's going to be till I have it made. So yeah, it should be good. I think I'm kind of glad this is a birth bag and not a bound bag, because sometimes it's really hard to turn a very, very small bound bag. So this will be better because we'll be leaving the bottom open and all will be fine. We do need a Sew Magical Expo in BC. We have lots of quilt and trunk shows, that kind of thing, but no, nothing for bag makers. Yeah. So that is everything. We are done 45 minutes early, which is good. I have a very dry throat. The air is getting very dry here as spring hits. Oh my God. But I still have to pack for my trip. I still got to do my laundry. Oh my gosh. It's not really tiny. It looks so tiny. Yeah, Cynthia, just cut them single. I'm going to mention in my tutorial not to follow my cutting tutorial for them double because it's just going to be too thick. Yep. But that's okay. Yay, so any questions at all? Again, this is my first time making this bag. It is a brand new pattern. You're so in love with this community. You want to go to everything. I love it. Elba, you're a hoot. All right, so if there's no questions, I am going to say as of the time I put end broadcast, I am on another mini vacation for my 25th wedding anniversary, romantic getaway with the husband. I'm going to hate getting up at 3:30 in the morning. We have to drive all the way to Tsawwassen to catch a ferry to Vancouver Island. I was silly and didn't realize it was Easter weekend. So the ferries save 65% of its capacity for those who pre-book. Did I pre-book? Of course not. So we're trying to get there as early as we can because there's 35% that they hold for walk-ins or people that are just showing up without a booking. So we're hoping if we leave here by 5, we're there by 7 or 8, and we will get the 8 o'clock sailing is the plan. So, and then it's like a 2.5 hour ferry ride. I don't remember. And then another 1.5 hours to Ucluelet from Nanaimo. So we have a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Yeah, I'm excited. The best thing about having adult children that still live at home, we have built-in house and dog sitters. Yay! Hopefully the dogs don't drive them too crazy. So we will see what happens. Anyways, thank you, everybody. I will see most of you on a Tuesday for Trailblazer class. Again, homework for this one is interface your cotton pieces if you have cotton and do any edge coating that you may want to do. That's optional, and that is all. And of course, on the Facebook event, make sure you post your fabrics. And then I promise I will have this tutorial done by Thursday for you. I have a busy week next week. I have lots of catching up to do. Fingers crossed my doctor gives me the full return to work. That would be really nice because I need to be able to work more than 4 hours a day because it's just not enough just doing what I'm doing right now. So, all right. Anyways, have a wonderful long weekend. For those of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. For those of you that don't, have a fantabulous weekend. I wish you all the joy and all the fun this weekend, and I will catch you guys all next week. Okay? Bye, everybody.